That's right, I'm going to rank all 32 starting NFL quarterbacks. Now, don't go crying to me. These are all good quarterbacks in general, but I'm talking about at an NFL level. So no boo-hooing here. It's a cutthroat business. Let's get to the list. Anthony Richardson. I've seen a million of these guys, big, strong, fast, but there's a reason he lost so many games as a starter at Florida. That's a pretty loaded team. I think this guy has bust written all over him. CJ Stroud hasn't started a game in the NFL. He's got all the measurables, and we'll just see what happens. Right now, I got him at 31. The jury's still out. Bryce Young has the leadership, the poise, and the resume, but does he have the size? Sam Howell does look like a reject from the Jersey Shore. I don't expect much from him, but we'll see. He does have at least a season experience under his belt. Desmond Ridder seems like a dink and dunk champion. I think he has backup written in his future. Baker Mayfield, a definite bust at the current moment, but I could see once he matures down the road, he could maybe have a Rich Gannon type comeback. So you never know how that turns out. Jordan Love. He got to study under Aaron Rodgers for a few years. The Packers have enough faith in this guy to give him the wheel. I think he's going to surprise people. I think he's going to have a big year. Kenny Pickett. All the winos and beer cans in Pennsylvania can't pray this guy to be any good. I looked up his highlights. I Googled Kenny Pickett highlight reels, and 3 of them were quarterback sneaks. It's cute that the Steelers are going to try to pretend this guy has it, but he does not. Well, they'll have to find out the hard way. Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, he's on his last leg. You know, the guy did make a Super Bowl, but he could never just get it all quite together, and he'll finish out his career as a backup. But right now, number 24 seems okay. Ryan Tannehill is destined for the backup heap. You know, he had a nice little run there handing off to Derrick Henry, but when it gets to crunch time, the guy just does not have it. Justin Fields just doesn't seem to get it, and I don't think he's gonna. I know people say that he has not enough time, hasn't had enough weapons, but there's just something missing there, and the fact that you need breathing techniques at this level, I'm not buying it. Brock Purdy, the handoff king. The king of the short dump-off pass and the out. When your whole resume is basically don't screw up and he won't lose you games and anyone can do it with the 49ers, it's not that impressive. Throw an injury on it to his elbow, it'll be 50-50 the guy gets his job back. Geno Smith, another resurrection in his hands. He's a nice stopgap guy. Not expecting too much for him. He's coming in at 20. Mac Jones, the guy's bad attitude matches his bad build. The guy still looks like a Lego, and he takes cheap shots at people. This guy sucks all around. Number 19. Derek Carr. The only guys that cry more than him are the guys that have him on their fantasy team. As a football player, you can only cry, especially a quarterback, you can only cry when you win games. That's it, not when you lose them. Dak Prescott. Has more money ever accomplished this little? This guy never lived up to the billing, and his star is definitely fallen. Deshaun Watson, I don't even know how I made it this far, number 16. The guy's a weirdo. Bottom line, I know the team looks at him like a weirdo. How can you not? That's a lot of back rubs. I don't care what they say in the media. The guy's a weird, weird guy. Kyler Murray. Boy, does he love Xbox. And now he's coming off a bad leg. I'm not feeling it for this guy. I think his stock is definitely down. 15 for you. Tua Tagovailoa, the guy should hang it up. I'm worried about his long-term health. He has potential. His head is just kind of like an eggshell at this moment, and I would not risk it. Daniel Jones, the jury's still out on him. He looked pretty good last year, despite that horrific beatdown by the hands of the Eagles in the playoffs. But the guy could be on the upswing. This is make or break year for the guy to see what kind of quarterback he's going to be. A super stud or a super bust. Number 12, Kirk Cousins. It seems kind of like the Rain Man of the group, if you know what I'm saying. But the guy does put up respectable numbers. He just has something missing, and that something that's missing will always be a Super Bowl ring. Russell Wilson, 11. What an arrogant douche. I'm going to throw him at 11 because he has some Super Bowl experience, but man, I can't remember a less likable quarterback. Jared Goff coming in at a hot number 10. The problem with Jared Goff is you need everything perfect around him for him to win a Super Bowl, and you could basically say that for almost everybody. So it's good he made it this far. The guy has made it to a Super Bowl, and he can look hot when he's got the protection. Look at Lamar Jackson, number 9. He'd be my top 5 if I was talking about running backs, but let's give the guy his due. He's got an MVP. I just don't think he's an accurate thrower, and the numbers bear it out. Number 9 is a very generous offering. Matthew Stafford, with your 1 Super Bowl ring, I will give it to you a little bit. You got an arm on you. You got a good personality. You're an all right guy. You're towards the end of your career, but number 8, I'll give you that. Number 7 goes to Justin Herbert. Yeah, this guy has all the physical tools. There just seems to be something that cannot get him over the hump, and choking in that Jacksonville Jaguars game. Although it's not all him, he has to take the blame. He's the quarterback. So 7 it is for this guy. Number 6, Sunshine Trevor Lawrence. The guy has a ton of talent, leadership abilities, and is up and coming. They're going to be a force to reckon with for the next few years. And he showed a lot of grit and character in that comeback win against the Chargers. Good QB. Number 5, Jalen Hurts. This guy is accurate, can move the ball, can run. He is a handful, and he just keeps getting better and better. That Eagles team is definitely loaded. They can win it all this year. Josh Allen, number 4. I was very unimpressed with his game in Buffalo last year against Cincinnati, and they cannot just get over the hump. And I'm starting to wonder if they might have hit the ceiling and if the needle is headed down. Number 3, that's right, Aaron Rodgers. It's not that many seasons ago he was a 2-time MVP, and I think this is a fresh start for him, and I think he's going to surprise people. I mean, if this was Tom Brady, I think he'd still have 12 more years left. Aha, you were going to try to say I'm biased. Nope, our boy comes in at number 2. Yes, Joe Burrow will be the best quarterback in the league, but right now I'm not going to give him that honor. He's turned around this entire franchise. He's brought more joy to me as a Bengal fan than all the other quarterbacks combined, but we haven't won a Super Bowl yet, so onward we go. That's going to change this year. But until then, number 1, there you go. I'll give it to you, you Kermit the Frog sounding champion you. Patrick Mahomes is an absolute stud, Hall of Famer. Currently the number 1 best quarterback in the NFL. He's got 2 Super Bowl wins and an appearance. The guy's just a straight up handful any way you slice it. So there you have it, the top 32 quarterbacks in the NFL. You don't like my list? Well, too bad. It's mine. It doesn't matter anyway. Joe Burrow will be number 1 by the end of the season. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.